Stephen Rose is going to be giving our program today, and he's talking about his own family search. Thanks. Do you want water?
No, I got one underneath there. It's brown, though. It has a little Jack Daniels in it. Okay, fine. I don't think I'm the man of the hour. I think Dave Roberts might be. It's the manager of the Dodgers. It's supposed to be huge. Okay. I was asked to tell about my family. It's a little strange. It's a little mixed up. I got things from all over, and what I want to do as I retire from the chamber is try to tie things together and find out why certain parts of my family stayed in Germany, and other parts of the family came to California. That my dad's side of the family came to Southern California. My mom's side of the family came to Northern California. So it's a little strange. Up there is that my family name was Rosenbaum, and he married a lady by the name of Ella Summer. And on my mother's side of the family, it was Aaron Stern, who married a Mosheim, who's the most important part of our family. And the first document I'd like to show you, it's very difficult to read. It's in German. It's about a third or fourth generation copy. And one of the things I want to do is go back to Germany and get more of an original. But let me just read a little bit of the translation. I think you'll get a little bit of the flavor of it. By the will of God, I, Friedrich, Duke of Waldeck, Pyramon, and Roshen, master of the area on the Washington, I pronounced it wrong, and Herdick rivers. Okay, then it goes on to say that he has extended to the Jew Davis Moses Mosheim, who's the first Mosheim in our family, the right to live in his town, and his family could live there as free men. But that freedom does not go automatically to the next to his kids. They have to come back to him or his family to have that extended, and that his equality is that of business. It may not extend to other areas of life. If anyone's interested in reading the entire thing, I will have it here. The next one is okay. This is a gentleman. I don't know his wife's name. Is Sacho Geltmacher from about the 1840s, and Sacho with the S in the Jewish religion, you always name someone with the first letter. This gentleman, I think it goes back 3 to 4 great grandfathers. This is the man I was named after. Absolutely no likeness or anything, but that's it. I did meet his great granddaughter in San Francisco. Next one. This is a book from my mother's hometown, and it's basically a story of the Jewish families of Wrexham. that the Mosheim family in Rexon had their first paper mill, one of three. It's still working today. It's been rebuilt. That they were doing paper recycling back in the 1880s, and then they are still doing it now. Next one. Okay, now here's where my family tree gets a little warped. Okay, as I speak about it, it's okay to laugh. This is my grandfather. Okay, Judas Mosheim. And this is my grandmother who they didn't have a picture of, Hansen Lohenbruch. Okay, she passed away after having three kids, Adele, Michael, Friedrich, and Sigmund. Adele, the oldest one, is my grandmother. Okay. Now, she passed away. Go to the next page. Oh no, go back. I'm sorry, I don't have it. He then married her niece. Okay, so they had 6 more kids. Okay, so now she was these three's stepmother, right? And a cousin at the same time. Okay, little strange. Okay. His second wife, her first child, Hetty Mosheim, was born July 30th, 1896. They were married August 15th, 1896. As my great uncle said, those things happened back then too. Okay, he was about 30, and she was 16 or 17. Okay, that's why a lot of my acquaintances have always heard me talking about visiting my great aunts and uncles. Their family, that my grandmother and her youngest half brother, there was 27 years difference. So he was born three months prior to my mother. So they grew up almost like brothers, sisters, or cousins, but they're really an uncle and niece. You want to go on? This house, and if you get up closer, has the name of Hirschstern, which, if you remember, that was my mother's maiden name. Her grandfather built this house in the 1854 in this little town of Waldeck, which was next to the other town that I showed you, Rexon. They've taken seven of these towns and made one city out of it. That's how small those towns are. This house is still being used. So it's going next. Okay, this is very hard to see, but in that book, the Jewish families, it lists all the families and when they were born. And this is my aunt and my mom's listing, but it goes up and down for about this. That the book is in the showcase. I was promised a copy of my aunt and my mother's birth certificate, and then they wrote me. They say they have it, but they won't mail it. I have to go back and get it. Next page. My aunt is on the left, and my mother is on the right. And when you later see pictures of my brother and my niece, you can see all the black curly hair going through. This is a family tree of my father's mother's side, and let me start on the bottom. The lady on the far left, Ella Summer, is my grandmother, and if you notice on the bottom, she was the only one of all of her brothers and sisters who was killed in Germany. All of the six others all made it here to New York City. But what's interesting to me is the Jaffa side of the family. They all came here to Los Angeles, and Aaron and Ella's grandsons were some of the founders of the Hillcrest Country Club. So I want to try to find out where they made their money. I do have a picture of them being chauffeur driven in 1930 some odd LaSalle, which if those of you who don't know what a LaSalle was, it was a car. It was better than a Cadillac, but it was there, and they're there. Most of my great aunts and great uncles lived long lives. Some of them had children, but most of them didn't, and my challenge is to go back and try to figure out what happened to them and where it happened, and what you need to notice what makes it very important in Jewish life. If you look at this range of names, Joseph, Benjamin, Sarah, you can go back, Baruch and Sarah and Aaron. It just Ella just keeps on going over and over again. And if you see it, it'll tell you where they're born. Is that they're a housewife, a teacher, a cattle dealer. That's all there, and it says that they were married November 16th, 1896, and the town that they were married in, and I have no idea who did it. So that's it. Okay. Next. This is a picture of my father, who's on the far right, and his 6 brothers and sisters. His father Joseph and my grandfather, and then my grandmother Ella, and more of the center of the picture. Of all 7 children, the oldest one on the far right, Nana, is the only one that was killed in Germany. The others all escaped. Three of them, both boys. My dad Fred and my uncle Arthur, and my aunt Selma on the far left are the only ones that came directly here. Others went to England, Bolivia, and Paraguay, and of them all, the little girl between both boys is the only one who never came here, and I still go down and visit her son and daughter in Paraguay, and the daughter lives in Rio. So they're all spread out, and their 6 kids have all immigrated to Germany, and now her son has 8 grandchildren. So the family just keeps on going on and on. The strange thing is, in learn about family, I learned a lot about my mother's side of the family, but from no one ever talked about their child life. It was silent. That what we got out of him is that my grandfather had come back from World War I and was very mean, and it was not a very happy home life. My dad was forced to drop out of school about the fourth or fifth grade. He worked on the farm, and then he left their hometown and went to my grandfather's farm, my mother's dad's farm, and I guess met my mom and jumped into the hay pile and enjoy themselves. My mother would always say that you knew who the richest farmers were in the town by knowing what. Who had the highest pile of steer manure? Okay. So that was it. Next, okay. Oh no. Yeah, there. These 2 are the covers of my parents' passports out of Germany. They are Nazi passports. They came out in 1938. The next picture, that's inside, and you can see the German eagle and the German swastika stamped on them. Okay. That's it. Next. Okay, that's a train pass to get my dad onto a ship. It showed that they went to San Francisco in August of 38 out of Road Waldeck, which was my mother's hometown, and then this was his main name in Germany. And once again, the German stamp.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Can I ask, how did they manage to get out in 1938?
Okay, interesting story. That my mother's had an uncle living in San Francisco who visited them in the early 20s. And when the issue started happening in Germany, he paid for my mother to come out. But he wouldn't pay for my father, her fiance, because he had never met him. So he figured out how to get some family in Los Angeles who finally helped him out. My mother came over through Ellis Island. My dad came through the Panama Canal and ended up in in Los Angeles, and as you can see, it was the summertime, and he had the fortune to take a bus from Los Angeles to San Francisco in the middle of summer, up to 99. I bet you back in those days it must have taken 12, 14 hours. So it was very hot. And then in San Francisco, even though her uncle was very rich, that both of them worked in jobs. My dad worked in a furniture factory, and my mom, even though she was raised very upper middle class, became a maid and worked for a very wealthy person. And then when the war started, there was curfews for German nationals. One day, the cook in this lady's house didn't show up, so my mom was there cleaning house, and she volunteered to cook. And by the time she was finished, it was dark out, so she had to sleep there overnight. And the next morning, the lady of the house asked her to become the cook. That way she wouldn't have to worry about curfew. So she has spent quite a few months there as a cook, and then went on to become a cook at the World's Fair in San Francisco, and that's why I've had a weight problem for the last 70 years. Okay. Next, okay. This I find very interesting. It's my father's immigration card and green card. But if you really read it, it's both sides. If you read it, it was issued in Stuttgart, Germany. He had to get his green card first. That was okay. Next. This is my great uncle came over on the Hall American line, like my mom did, and line is not misspelled. It's Dutch. Okay, so that's it. But this is the actual letter that allowed him to get onto the boat. It was issued in Köln, Germany, September 3rd, 1958. And I have to tell you, a lot of these things that my uncle died five years ago at the age of 102, and I've just been digging through all of this stuff. It's just amazing amount of things. Next, okay. This is his sister's medical board examiners for the state of California. My Aunt Doris was a medical doctor, but she graduated here from Friedrich Wilhelm University in Berlin, Germany, January 1934, which is really an amazing date when you consider that Hitler took over about 6 months earlier. But she came here and practiced for about another 30 years up in the San Francisco Bay area. Okay. Let me just make sure I got this right. Okay. This is what I mean is my great uncle saved everything. This was a letter he had sent to the Crown Zellerbach paper company, which used to be a huge paper company here in California. Now you have to remember, his father owned three paper mills. He went to Yugoslavia to become a chemist. This is his letter asking to have a job there. This is back in 1938. His first attempts were turned down. He later was hired, and he ran the Crown Zellerbach paper company in Antioch, California, until he retired in 1972. But Crown Zellerbach had sold it by then. It was called Fiberboard, but he had worked for the same paper company for 30 some odd years. Now, while we're here, his wife Jean was born here. She was born in Felton, California. Graduated the University of Berkeley in 1930. Got her graduate degree from the University of Chicago in 1933, and they got married in 1948. Now, after they had passed away, and we were going through all these things, we had found out, none of us in the family knew that she was married earlier, but they never had any kids. My Aunt Jean was a social worker for Alameda County for 33 years. Retired January the 4th, 1970. After working for 33 years, January 4th was her 60th birthday. For those of you who watch government pensions, my Aunt Jean lived to be 105 and 2 weeks. She always said she wanted to live to be 105. She passed away two weeks after that with her mind intact and everything. She collected her government pension for 45 years. Okay. Next. Okay. These are just German documents that they needed, and you can see the swastikas on getting out of Germany, and it was my dad's. Another story is that they wouldn't let people leave Germany with money. So a couple of aunts of mine bought dishes. You ladies probably know Rosenthal dishes. We have 3 sets of 18 plates and dessert dishes and soup bowls and everything. And it's stored, okay? None of us have ever used it. It's just there. And I try to tell my family it's valuable, but you have to remember to them it was money. Okay? I don't remember them ever using them. Next. Okay, this I find kind of scary. These are $300 and $500 loans from Wells Fargo Bank that my parents, and there's my mom's signature, my dad's, and that's back in 1941, and that's the way it always was until my dad passed away. My mother always signed on top, my dad always signed below. But those were loan documents that they could borrow money to bring another brother or sister out of Germany. And on the bottom half, you can see their payment schedule. What amazes me is they've kept these things all these years. Next. Okay. if you recall on a book of my family, I showed a daughter and two boys. One of them was Michaelis Friedrich. This is a letter from the San Francisco Committee for Service to Emigrees, telling his half sister Elsie Mosheim that they could not get him out of Germany. So he died in the concentration camps. Next. This, I put this in there. This is my parents in 1943. Basically, five years after arriving here in the U.S. So I'm assuming this is their citizenship pictures. That was their first opportunity of becoming citizens, and they took it. The next picture, I have it right, okay. This, oh no, we can go back. Whoop. There, okay. This letter is from 1966. It's addressed to my mother. It comes from the U.S. government on foreign claims. Part of the World War II peace treaty was that the German government had to pay reparations to the people that were killed or forced out of Germany. And may I say, if they used any excuse not to pay that they really did, I bet you my mother maybe collected $3,000 or $4,000 over 20 years, which didn't cover her parents' farm or her grandparents' print shop or things like that. It's just some of the things that people were going through. Well, as all that stuff goes, life still goes on. And my twin brother and myself were born. I put the next picture of him and me because my brother looks exactly like my mother, my grandmother, and the next picture is of Alan's two daughters, and they're both dark hair and all complected just like them. I just wanted to show that as whatever happens, life does go on. I didn't make it very long. Are there any questions or anything that I can answer? Or
what's the family story in changing the name to Rose?
That my mother's uncle, Emil Jacobson, was a very successful businessman in San Francisco. He was one of the original investors with Joseph Magnin. He told my dad when he came here, you have to Americanize your name. So Siegfried, you cut off the Zieg and you have Fried or Fred. And Rosenbaum, they got rid of Baum, which meant tree, and end up with Fred Rose. That's a symbol of nothing fancy.
Did all the brothers and sisters change their name?
My dad's brother did. His only sister that waited very late life to marry never did. And when she married, she took her husband. husband's name. Yes, sir.
Just curious, were all these like letters and photos passed down through the family, or did you go on a journey to find them?
Passed down. I've probably only gone through about 20% of them. Yeah, there's a lot. Kevin.
What was the migration from San Francisco to Culver City?
See, it's called a great American thing, a job transfer. My dad worked for a company up in San Francisco called Metropolitan Furniture Company. It's still there, and then he got transferred here and asked to open up the factory here. He did, and then they were enjoying the good life. My brother and I showed up, and it was time to find a house, and they went way out west. That they lived on North Kingsley Drive in Los Angeles. It was right after the war. They tried to go out west of Western Avenue all the way to Culver City, and that's how we ended up here in 1947. All of her friends and everything thought, how do you live all the way out in Culver City? No one lives there. Stu.
Yeah, do you know what the motivation was for you, the family that got your back in the 20s before?
None, and that's one of the things I really want to look for. I'm aware that they were one of the founders of the Hillcrest Country Club, and then of the Wilshire Boulevard Temple. So they've been here a long time. I have to just tell you a little story. This is when I first started the chamber. There was a developer that wanted to build where Office Depot is and stuff like that. So he wanted to show me, what success was. So he said, let me take you to lunch at the Hillcrest Country Club. I have never been there. So I go there, and we're having lunch, and one of the children of the founder came walking up to me and tapped me on the shoulder, and I said hi. And these developers, after I sat down, they go, "How do you know those people?" I said, family. All of a sudden, instead of them speaking down to me like that, it was more even. Very, very interesting. Any other? Yes.
Who did the book?
That book?
Yes, that has your family history.
Yeah. The Historical Society of the town in Germany.
How did you get the book?
I went there unknowing about it, and they gave it to me.
Have you been to the Mormon Research Library?
Yes.
Here?
Yes.
Because they have a lot of those books with.
Right, but
They don't have that.
those. Right. Yeah. Are there any other questions? Sure. Well, thank you all very much. And I hope now we can go and see if the Dodgers swept. Thank you.